All right, let's go
Yeah.
into New Year's Eve. Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't going to be a big one
No, but
because
it's
I
our
feel like
first. It's our first episode of the new year.
our first episode of the new year. How did you bring in 2022?
So our family tradition is usually Chinese food, in the new year because we don't like. My mom never wanted to cook.
I love that tradition, by the way.
But we had just had Thai food on Christmas,
Mm,
so we were like, let's just do appetizers.
okay.
So we did like
What
bagel bite.
genre of appetizer?
Hold
Bagel bite?
on. So we did
Okay.
bagel bites, mini corn dogs. We did Chinese egg rolls. We did Chinese rangoons. We did collard greens. We had yams. We had dirty rice. And then we did, there's this soul food joint near my place, and they have soul rolls. So it's
Oh,
kind of
what's a
like egg
soul
rolls.
roll?
So it's meatloaf,
Love it.
mac and cheese,
Love it.
and collard greens
Love it.
wrapped up like an egg roll. And then you dip it in gravy. It's a soul roll, dude. Dude, they are so good. Even
Dude,
cold.
I'm about to look up soul roll recipes.
Dude, all you
Because
need is basic mac and cheese, essentially. But they make their mac and cheese homemade. But meatloaf, collard greens, and mac and cheese wrapped up in an egg roll, whatever egg roll.
you dip it in, is it like brown chicken gravy or is it white gravy?
No, it's brown gravy, like
Yes.
dirty gravy. It's so heavy. So we were like New Year's Eve, we were just like, like all that food.
Ringing in the new year, constipated as shit.
Yeah, dude. Yesterday was just like I went to the bathroom quite a bit. It was an intense New Year's Day.
Dude, and you know what's funny? I saw this on line one year and have thought about it every single time because the typical person, how they operate is you eat food, you eat dinner, then later in the night you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, you go to the bathroom. So you're getting yesterday's food out of your body the next day.
Yeah.
Typically, there's exceptions. We've all been on every side of that, but typically.
Yeah.
And ever since I saw this online, I can't, every year, it's like, I get more excited about this than I do Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Eating food on New Year's Eve, then taking a shit on New Year's Day, and just being like, in my head, telling myself the joke, finally got rid of last year's shit. And I never say it out loud. I just, while I'm doing it in my head, I'm like, getting rid of last year's shit. It's a total dad boner move.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Dads get like excited about thunderstorms and shit.
Yeah.
I get excited to tell myself that joke in my own head every year.
Yeah. It's like the whole like meme where it's like you order pizza at like 11:30 and then it arrives at like, let's say midnight. It's like, took you long enough? Took you the rest of the year?
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Woo!
Yeah. But yeah, so we did that, and I was getting pretty sleepy because I wake up 5, 6 in the morning every day.
Sure.
But I've never seen Sister Act before.
You've never seen Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg?
Never. So
dude, that's a good movie.
Yeah. I was like, this is great. I don't know why it took you so long to watch it. But we watched that, and then midnight hit, and the fireworks started going off. We went in the backyard, saw the fireworks, got a kiss, and went to bed.
Early, huh?
It was like 12:10. Yeah. I mean, we were both tired. We were both like gutted too. Like our bellies were just like, it's time to go to bed.
You're in food comas. You're like,
yeah.
So the fireworks. I guess you live in a bigger city than I do. If we had fireworks going off here, I didn't notice or see them.
Yeah, our little neighborhood, like it was going off. Like southwest San Antonio was like notorious, and there's videos of just the whole skyline of San Antonio going off because fireworks are like the city's like, please don't do fireworks, and the whole city's like, fuck you. So yeah.
How does Joey do with fireworks?
Oh, he doesn't mind. He thinks people are knocking on the door. He's just like, he just stares at the front door.
Dude, Gabby gets so scared.
Oh, he's an idiot. My dog is just like, who's knocking?
Like, so I'm glad that we didn't hear any because
yeah,
she gets.
But yeah, we talked about like going to like a couple weeks ago. We're like, should we go downtown? Should we like go to a fancy dinner? Should we get
Mhm.
dressed up? And we're both just mainly her, but me too. I was like, nah, let's just stay in sweat. Like, what's the point? Getting all dressed up and
Mhm.
s-
Mm,
yeah,
One, we're in our 30s now.
yeah,
2, you got Omarion running around getting everybody sick.
yeah. Especially here in Texas, like
And 3,
3,
man,
like I don't
I'm
want to deal with that many people at midnight getting home. Like I'd just rather be in comfy ass sweats and just go
yeah,
to.
dude.
So
Dude,
we're like,
I've been rocking these. I've been rocking these for like 4 or 5 days, man.
yeah, dude.
Just I
So
want to be
yeah,
comfortable.
we were in bed by 12:15, belly full of corn dogs and egg rolls. We were just chilling, dude.
Well, the stomachs were just like,
Dude, we were
oh
drinking whiskey. She was drinking moonshine. We were just chilling,
shit. See,
dude.
I went in, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Had some wine. We didn't crack the champagne just because we were so full, but
Yeah, and all the bubbles.
yeah. But yeah, how's your New Year's? If you looking at your pictures, kind of look like you guys did the same thing. Just ordered pizza and watched
Yeah,
football. I saw.
we ordered pizza, watched the Fish New Year's.
You said it was
So
live on YouTube?
yeah, so here's what happened. Fish was going to play for New Year's
Like they
4
usually do.
nights at
MSG.
Madison Square Garden. Week before they decide to do what a lot of other bands
Yeah.
did and pull the plug on it. Or they didn't really fully pull the plug, they postponed it for April.
Mhm.
So, assuming the Knicks have a bad season, the show will happen. But what they did instead is they were like, hey, we're going to do a live stream. We're going to play a New Year's show without an audience.
At MSG?
So here's the thing. They said it was from, Fish. They like to be weird and stuff. They played it from the ninth cube is where it's like, that's where it's listed. That's what it says like on the paper. It's what it says on the stats and everything, the ninth cube. And it's all blacked out. So if it was MSG, it's hard to tell. I
Yeah.
don't think it looked I don't know where it was,
Yeah.
but they had like the full light set up like in where the audience would be. It
Mhm.
was like they had like these little lights and stuff to look
Like people.
not like people by any means, but
Yeah.
just to have like something there so it's not just empty.
Yeah.
So we watched that. It was cool.
Was it a good show?
It was a good show. They played 3 sets, and like they had I don't know if they got the comments and stuff off of Twitch or off of YouTube, but in between songs they would like read comments from people, give people shout outs and stuff. So that was kind of cool. But one thing that was kind of weird is they didn't nail the countdown. And this is happening live. So, and because usually, on New Year's, they'll
Yeah.
be playing a song, they'll look at the clock, and then they'll like stop and they'll go 10, 9, and like kind of wind the song down with the countdown, and then they go into the New Year's song. I
Mhm.
never know how to pronounce it. Auld Lang Syne.
Oh yeah. Auld
You know,
Lang Syne.
Auld Lang Syne, is that how you say it?
Mhm.
They play that, and then they go into another song.
Mhm.
Balloons drop and everything like that. So as they're playing, I'm looking at the clock or at my phone, and I'm like, it's
Mhm.
11:59, and they just play right through midnight. And I was like, oh, I guess they're not counting it down. And then a minute later on the screen, it's like 10, 9.
I mean, time is relevant, right? So maybe the
Yeah,
clock was off.
yeah. It's so like in my head, I was like, I'm not upset about it by any means, but I'm just like,
Yeah, you are.
this is my OCD was like
Yeah.
the perfectionist in me. I was like, how you gonna
Maybe their clocks were
miss,
wrong. Or your clock is wrong.
man? If you got a phone, all of our phones, if you hold up your phone right here, it's gonna turn the same time mine does. Like these are all in sync. So like whoever's job it was to like start that countdown, like
Messed up.
you have one job, dude. But yeah, and so like I got on Twitter and I was like,
I
didn't quite
saw
nail
it.
the
I saw your
countdown.
tweet.
But dude, it was fun. It was fun. Like I said, we ate pizza, watched that, and then
You had football going, I saw.
watched Michigan get dominated. And yeah, there's been a lot of football going on. Oklahoma State had like a huge comeback. They won.
OU won.
Baylor. Who?
OU? Didn't they
OU
win?
won. But see, man, yes, OU won. I'm not gonna be that guy. OU won. Like how I just skipped completely over my team
Yeah.
because we're not in the playoffs. I'm like, yeah, we won. Dude, watched Oklahoma or not Oklahoma, Ohio State and Utah. That was a really good game last night. And then
Yeah.
Baylor just beat the pants off of Ole Miss.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I don't care for college football.
I know.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it was, and then we had a photo shoot. Tried to get Gabby, tried to get some family photos, and she was
I
not.
love how you bought New Year's Eve stuff just for the photo shoot and then returned it, you said? That's such like a like, yo, we're going to do this, but we're broke.
Rich broke. No.
Yeah.
So what we were gonna do? Her dad's birthday is on the 1st. So her dad's birthday was yesterday. So the family was gonna get together for birthday dinner. But some people in the family weren't feeling good. So, and did the COVID test and all that, made sure it wasn't COVID, but just decided to not have it so people don't get sick,
Yeah.
And so we had bought these, they're like little party hats and blowers and stuff for the birthday dinner because there's going to be like 8 of us, and this is like a pack for 10 or whatever. So we're going to have dinner with the party hats and blah, blah, blah. And once we found out that wasn't happening, I was like, what are we going to do with it? Like, well, this is just trash now. Like, we're not going to use this. What are we going to do? So we took it back, got our $12 back. But she had a headband for 2020, and I just cut out a little piece of paper and wrote a 2 on it. Did you see it? Put a 2 over the 0.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. It was nice, chill. Didn't get crazy, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, dude. I feel like that's over. Starting the new year off like after staying up all night and starting the year off feeling like shit the next day.
Yeah, I didn't. Other than being full, like I was. I felt great not being hungover. But I mean, I guess you don't have to get drunk. I mean, it would be nice to do like a fancy thing.
Yeah.
Maybe one more time.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I'm just talking about like
being
how you do it from like in your 20s.
Yeah.
So you're just like,
yeah.
It's like getting so excited over a new year, but whatever.